Hello. Hi. I see you're not asleep yet. You don't have to stay awake. Welcome to Boring Fantasy for Sleep. Phantastes, a Faerie romance by George MacDonald, 1858. Episode 7. In Episode 6, Anodos heard a voice singing in the forest. He followed it to the alder maiden, pale, beautiful, stepping out of a tree. And she danced with him, and he forgot himself, and the shadow that had been following him entered the tree with her. He had made things worse. He is still walking. Tonight, he comes to a tower. A knight lives in the tower, or something that was a knight. There is a stone woman at its base. There is a door Anodos should not enter. He enters it. This is Episode 7, The Tower of the Night, Chapters 15 and 16.
Chapter 15. Alexander, when will you finish Phantastes? Apelles. Never finish. For always in absolute beauty, there is somewhat above art. Lily's Phantastes. And now, what song should I sing to unveil my Isis, if indeed she was present unseen? I hurried away to the white hall of fantasy, heedless of the innumerable forms of beauty that crowded my way. These might cross my eyes, but the unseen filled my brain. I wandered long, up and down the silent space. No songs came. My soul was not still enough for songs. Only in the silence and darkness of the soul's night do those stars of the inward firmament sink to its lower surface from the singing realms beyond and shine upon the conscious spirit. Here, all effort was unavailing. If they came not, they could not be found. Next night, it was just the same. I walked through the red glimmer of the silent hall. But lonely as there I walked, as lonely trod my soul up and down the halls of the brain. At last I entered one of the statue halls. The dance had just commenced, and I was delighted to find that I was free of their assembly. I walked on till I came to the sacred corner. There I found the pedestal just as I had left it, with the faint glimmer, as of white feet still resting on the dead black. As soon as I saw it, I seemed to feel a presence which longed to become visible, and as it were, called to me to gift it with self-manifestation, that it might shine on me. The power of song came to me, but the moment my voice, though I sang low and soft, stirred the air of the hall, the dancers started. The quick, interweaving crowd shook, lost its form, divided. Each figure sprang to its pedestal and stood, a self-evolving life no more, but a rigid, lifelike, marble shape, with the whole form composed into the expression of a single state or act. Silence rolled like a spiritual thunder through the grand space. My song had ceased, scared at its own influences, but I saw in the hand of one of the statues close by me a harp whose chords yet quivered. I remembered that as she bounded past me, her harp had brushed against my arm. So the spell of the marble had not enfolded it. I sprang to her, and with a gesture of entreaty, laid my hand on the harp. The marble hand, probably from its contact with the uncharmed harp, had strength enough to relax its hold and yield the harp to me. No other motion indicated life. Instinctively, I struck the chords and sang, and not to break upon the record of my song, I mention here that as I sang the first 4 lines, the loveliest feet became clear upon the black pedestal, and ever as I sang, it was as if a veil were being lifted up from before the form, but an invisible veil, so that the statue appeared to grow before me, not so much by evolution as by infinitesimal degrees of added height. And while I sang, I did not feel that I stood by a statue, as indeed it appeared to be, but that a real woman soul was revealing itself by successive stages of embodiment and consequent manifestation and expression. Feet of beauty, firmly planting, arches white on rosy heel, whence the life spring, throbbing, panting, pulses upward to reveal. Fairest things know least despising. Foot and earth meet tenderly. 'Tis the woman resting, rising, upward to sublimity. Rise the limbs, sedately sloping, strong and gentle, full and free, soft and slow, like certain, hoping, drawing nigh the broad firm knee, up to speech, as up to roses, pants the life from leaf to flower, so each blending change discloses, nearer still, expression's power. Lo, fair sweeps, white surges, twining up and outward fearlessly, temple columns, close combining, lift a holy mystery. Heart of mine, what strange surprises, mount aloft on such a stair. Some great vision upward rises, curving, bending, floating fair. Bands and sweeps, and hill and hollow, lead my fascinated eye. Some apocalypse will follow, some new world of deity, zoned unseen and outward swelling, with new thoughts and wonders rife, queenly majesty foretelling. See the expanding house of life, sudden heaving, unforbidden, sighs eternal, still the same. Mounts of snow have summits hidden in the mists of uttered flame, but the spirit, dawning nearly, finds no speech for earnest pain, finds a soundless sighing merely, builds its stairs, and mounts again. Heart, the queen, with secret hoping, sendeth out her waiting pair. Hands, blind hands, half blindly groping, half enclasping visions rare, and the great arms, heartways bending, might of beauty drawing home, there returning and reblending, where from roots of love they roam. Build thy slopes of radiance beamy, spirit fair with womanhood. Tower thy precipice, white gleamy, climb unto the hour of good. Dumb space will be rent asunder. Now the shining column stands, ready to be crowned with wonder. By the builder's joyous hands, all the lines abroad are spreading, like a fountain's falling race. Lo, the chin, first feature, treading, airy foot to rest the face. Speech is nigh. Oh, see the blushing, sweet approach of lip and breath. round the mouth, dim silence, hushing, waits to die ecstatic death, span across in treble, curving bow of promise, upper lip, set them free with gracious swerving, let the wing words float and dip. Dumb art thou, O love immortal, more than words thy speech must be, childless, yet the tender portal of the home of melody. Now the nostrils open fearless, proud in calm unconsciousness, sure it must be something peerless that the great Pan would express, deepens, crowds some meaning tender in the pure, dear lady face. Lo, a blinding burst of splendor, 'tis the free soul's issuing grace, two calm lakes of molten glory, circling round unfathomed deeps, lightning flashes, transitory, cross the gulfs where darkness sleeps. This the gate, at last, of gladness to the outward striving me. In a rain of light and sadness, out its loves and longings flee. With a presence I am smitten, dumb with a foreknown surprise, presence greater yet than written, even in the glorious eyes. Through the gulfs, with inward gazes, I may look till I am lost, wandering deep in spirit mazes, in a sea without a coast, windows open to the glorious. Time and space, oh, far beyond. Woman, ah, thou art victorious, and I perish, overfond. Springs aloft the yet unspoken, in the forehead's endless grace, full of silences unbroken, infinite, unfeatured face, domes above, the mount of wonder, height and hollow wrapped in night, hiding in its caverns under, woman nations in their might, passing forms, the highest human, faints away to the divine, features none of man or woman can unveil the holiest shine. Sideways, grooved porches only, visible to passing eye, stand the silent, doorless, lonely entrance gates of melody. But all sounds fly in as boldly, groan and song, and kiss and cry, at their galleries, lifted coldly, darkly, twixt the earth and sky. Beauty, thou art spent, thou knowest. So, in faint, half-glad despair, from the summit thou o'erflowest, in a fall of torrent hair, hiding what thou hast created, in a half-transparent shroud. Thus, with glory, soft abated, shines the moon through vapory cloud. Chapter 16. Even the Styx, which ninefold her enfoldeth, hems not Ceres' daughter in its flow, but she grasps the apple, ever holdeth her sad Orcus down below. Schiller, das Ideal und das Leben. Ever as I sang, the veil was uplifted, Ever as I sang, the signs of life grew, till, when the eyes dawned upon me, it was with that sunrise of splendour which my feeble song attempted to re-embody. The wonder is that I was not altogether overcome, but was able to complete my song as the unseen veil continued to rise. This ability came solely from the state of mental elevation in which I found myself. Only because uplifted in song was I able to endure the blaze of the dawn. But I cannot tell whether she looked more of statue or more of woman. She seemed removed into that region of fantasy where all is intensely vivid, but nothing clearly defined. At last, as I sang of her descending hair, the glow of soul faded away like a dying sunset. A lamp within had been extinguished, and the house of life shone blank in a winter morn. She was a statue once more, but visible, and that was much gained. Yet the revulsion from hope and fruition was such that, unable to restrain myself, I sprang to her, and in defiance of the law of the place, flung my arms around her, as if I would tear her from the grasp of a visible death, and lifted her from the pedestal down to my heart. But no sooner had her feet ceased to be in contact with the black pedestal than she shuddered and trembled all over. Then, writhing from my arms, before I could tighten their hold, she sprang into the corridor with the reproachful cry, "You should not have touched me," darted behind one of the exterior pillars of the circle and disappeared. I followed almost as fast, but ere I could reach the pillar, the sound of a closing door, the saddest of all sounds sometimes, fell on my ear, and arriving at the spot where she had vanished, I saw, lighted by a pale yellow lamp which hung above it, a heavy, rough door, altogether unlike any others I had seen in the palace, for they were all of ebony, or ivory, or covered with silver plate, or of some odorous wood, and very ornate, whereas this seemed of old oak, with heavy nails and iron studs. Notwithstanding the precipitation of my pursuit, I could not help reading, in silver letters beneath the lamp, "No one enters here without the leave of the Queen." But what was the Queen to me when I followed my white lady? I dashed the door to the wall and sprang through. Lo! I stood on a waste windy hill. Great stones like tombstones stood all about me. No door, no palace was to be seen. A white figure gleamed past me, wringing her hands and crying, "Ah, you should have sung to me. You should have sung to me," and disappeared behind one of the stones. I followed. A cold gust of wind met me from behind the stone, and when I looked, I saw nothing but a great hole in the earth, into which I could find no way of entering. Had she fallen in? I could not tell. I must wait for the daylight. I sat down and wept, for there was no help. We stopped at the end of chapter 16. Anodos has done something he cannot undo. He opened the door in the tower. He sang the song he should not have sung. The thing he woke will not sleep again. The shadow is closer now, and Anodos is learning, slowly, that Faerie land does not reward the impatient. In episode 8, we continue. She does not mind if you fall asleep before the end. Continue to listen to music by Velikor Dark Academia.